You guys say it 3 times, dude.
Hello. What's up?
We snow.
Hello.
Hey! What you doing, Teabag?
Oh, you know, just hitting, hopefully people hit him on Facebook.
Yeah. Teabag sanding. Hit me up on Facebook. Well, Teabag painted this valve cover all pretty like, and now he's making it prettier, and he's sanding the letters down. That's pretty neat. Is this your job, Teabag? Do you do this for a living?
Yeah. I make about 14 cents an hour.
Okay.
And,
You work for that HunterTuned asshole, or what?
Yeah, he don't pay me good. So if anyone needs an employee, hit me up on Facebook.
Alright, we'll let Teabag get back to sanding there. Anyways, we did get some stuff in the mail today for the Civic. I actually got a couple chip kits from Xenocron, like I said, and I opened them up today, and turns out they didn't send all the chip kits I ordered. So that sucks. I'm going to have to wait to finish up a couple customer computers, which kind of sucks, but whatever. And then we also got a package from VS Racing. They are based out of Arizona, I believe. And all the stuff I've heard about VS Racing, I figured I'd give them a try. And I got some products in the mail, and we will check those out right now. Alright, so we got the turbos in the mail. I actually ordered a turbo for this EG, and then I also ordered a turbo right away for my B20 VTEC build that we will be doing in the future for my EK hatch. And these are what the turbos are looking like. Very, very nice quality for the money. These are both billet wheel journal bearing turbos. They do offer journal bearing or ball bearing, dual ball bearing. But I just went with journal bearing on both of these because I just don't feel that we need the dual ball bearing. And this is the GTX 358582, and then this is a GT 3071. The 3071 will probably work a lot better on the single cam, and I would say the GT 3582 would work better on a B series. You could put a 3582 on a single cam, but it'd be a frickin' lag monster. It probably wouldn't spool until like $6,000, and then you'd have to shift right away, and it just would not be a fun street car. And that's what we're building here, is fun street cars. But anyways, this comes with the billet wheels, like I said, and you can choose to have like a V-band exhaust housing, which I went with on both of these. So they're going to be V-bands on both of them. So yeah, super, super nice quality parts. Shout out to VS Racing. If you guys have not checked out his website, be sure to go check it out. He sells a lot of good quality turbochargers, and he also offers T4 and T6 units. So if you guys are going for big horsepower, he's also got you covered there. Or if you got a Honda, he's also got you covered there with the smaller T3 style turbos. So yeah, I'm going to end up getting this turbo onto the manifold, and we're going to make sure that the hood fits and everything like that. That's one thing I was kind of scared of with this eBay top mount manifold, is having this everything work in the engine bay. Michael's kind of putting the harness on right now, and I got the radiator in, the axles, the shift linkage. Teabag Customs did the valve cover lettering there, so that's looking mint. Yeah, so the only thing we really got to do now is we just got to get like the intercooler piping on and the turbo kit installed, and we can fire this thing up, I hope. But we got the intercooler mounted as well. We just mounted it to like the crash bar here and just drilled bolts, you know, through the backside here and mounted it that way. These mounts from eBay ended up working really good too. You know, 105 bucks or something, you can't really go wrong. And they seem like they're very good quality as well. I would say it's comparable to Hasport, whatever you want to call it. And a third of the price. But yeah, so we got to get cracking on this thing. I got the intercooler piping here. And I don't know, a bunch of stuff we got to throw on this thing yet. But we'll get her done. Also, I don't know if I'm going to do it or not, but everybody's saying, like, maybe you need to cut back on the videos and, you know, take a break and whatnot. So I was thinking, what do you guys think about 2 videos per day? I was thinking about doing like a quick 3 to 5 minute review video every day, like a either like a little how-to or a product review of some sort for like 3 to 5 minutes, and I'll post that in the morning, and then I'll just keep doing these normal videos and, you know, and posting them at night or whatever. I would say that these are kind of more like a vlog style video, but I don't know. I hope you guys are enjoying it, and I might start doing 2 videos per day. I don't think more videos hurts. How's today going, Michael?
Not well.
Not well?
Not well.
All right, guys. Well, we've been wrenching on this thing almost all day, and you can see we've gotten pretty much nowhere. We put the radiator in successfully.
Harness is in.
Okay. We got to think. We got to think of the positives, Michael. What did we do that we accomplished? We put the wiring harness in.
Yep.
We put the radiator in. We got the hoses connected.
Starters in.
Oh, the starters in and wired. Yep. What else did we do?
Clutch cables on.
Throttle cable.
That's on.
Throttle cable's on. Yep. Got that on.
Valve cover's on.
Oh yeah, we got bolts in the valve cover now. Yep. We got an exhaust manifold gasket. We bolted the turbo manifold on.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
We bolted the turbo on, too.
Yeah, we bolted the turbo on.
Took it off.
And then the bullshit started happening. So yeah, we went to go put the turbo on. Where's the turbo? You should grab it quick so we can show the viewers.
Oh, the really nice turbos we got?
Yeah. Oh, I already showed them now.
Oh, yeah.
So this beautiful turbo. Hang on. The oil feed line.
Oh.
So these Garrett turbos have like a 7/16 feed line fitting, and I thought it was like pipe thread or something, and I have a bunch of pipe thread fittings here. I did not think it was like, you know,
Specialty.
like normal thread pitch. So that was our first problem. So we don't have a feed line fitting. The return line flange
You don't
is
have a feed line.
well, it kind of got a feed line, but the return line flange is too small compared to like a lot of the ones that I've been using on like my Mustang and every other turbo that I've had. This is like a smaller return line flange. I probably should have just got all the oil lines from VS because he offered them to me, and I'm like, I could probably figure something out, you know, try to save this guy some money because he's on a budget and whatever. But we're kicking ourselves in the ass here because we don't have feed line stuff that'll work. And then when we go to bolt the turbo on, so the turbo looks pretty sweet right there. The compressor housing would have to be, you know, kind of at an angle like this because otherwise it'll hit the runner here. So we'd have to get like a 45 for the intercooler piping off of here. And then
Which is no
the
big
thing,
problem.
yeah, which is no problem at all.
We did it on my car.
Yeah, that's not that big of a deal. But then we looked at the oil feed line and I'm like, okay, where are we going to run the return? Hang on. Make sure you guys get a good look at this. That's what we're working with on the return line. So as you can see, the return line has nowhere to go. Literally, nowhere. And when I say nowhere, I mean nowhere. You could have like a 90 come off of there and it would run into the flange, the turbo flange. You could have a straight piece come off of there and then you'll run into the turbo manifold. You could 90 it the other way and you'd run into the turbo manifold. Or you could just throw the shit in the fucking garbage. Yeah. Anyways, this manifold did work with Michael's car.
Yep.
We got it to work and everything was good. Mm-hmm. The difference is with these VS racing turbos, the exhaust housing here is actually sunk in farther, so it brings the oil housing in closer to the manifold, if you know what I mean. So like Michael's turbo, the the return line was offset quite a bit, so we could actually snake a return line through in between where the flanges, where it bolts onto the...
literally how mine was, probably.
No, this housing was over farther,
Well,
so
yeah.
this was away from the flange. The oil housing wasn't like directly in line with the flange. It was like offset.
Right, but the spacing down there, where it is right now.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's supposed to be over here.
Right, yeah. So this shit just doesn't fit at all. But we did get the intercooler mounted. That's another positive thing about today, Michael. We got the intercooler mounted. What else did we do? Oh yeah, nothing.
Metal in my eye.
Oh yeah, metal in the eye. Yeah. So yeah, I mean the intercooler's mounted. Maybe we can work on some piping or something.
Dropped a bunch of shit today.
We won't talk about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I actually have a buddy that's coming over. He's got a different turbo manifold, like a normal eBay turbo manifold, a bottom mount. It's not a top mount manifold, but I don't think we have a choice in this case. We can't use this turbo manifold with that turbo, plain and simple. It just doesn't fit unless we do like extensive modification to this.
Yeah, the same buddy actually has my old turbo, so this manifold would work on his.
Yep. So we might just end up swapping manifolds or something. I don't know yet. But I can totally see why Boosted Boys makes their own manifolds now, because this shit just doesn't work. You know what I mean? So maybe I'll try the B Series 1 top mount, but I think I'm going to run into the same kind of issues. So I don't know what I'm going to do for a turbo manifold yet on my car. Like I said, this turbo manifold on the D Series definitely is a no-go unless you have the $95 eBay 57 trim turbo.
And I don't know what I'm going to do on my car now.
Right, because Michael has this same manifold and he's planning on going with a VS Racing turbo.
Yep.
But yeah, so there's your little update, guys. Hopefully you guys don't buy this manifold in a VS Racing turbo and you buy the oil lines from Viren.
Hopefully you buy a VS Racing turbo, just not this piece of shit manifold.
Yeah, don't buy this manifold. Buy the turbo and buy the oil lines with the turbo so you don't have to deal with all this. Trying to find oil lines and whatever. Well, we're putting the old battery in here. We're going to fire this thing up. All right, well, you can see here that we pulled the turbo manifold off of the motor because nothing was fitting. So we're just going to make sure the motor runs. So we threw the stock exhaust manifold back on it. We got everything plugged back in. And yeah, I just got some oil in it. No coolant yet, but we'll just fire it quick and see if it starts. I don't know if we're forgetting anything. I don't think so. So I think we're just gonna send it. Fucking fire this whore up.
Still gonna send it.
Right.
What?
All right, so we got the car ready to fire up here, and we are going to see if it works. This is the D15 distributor. I know it doesn't bolt up like at all, but we're going to see if we can at least get it to fire. We had it messed up earlier where we had it clocked where the flat part of the distributor was facing like the firewall, and we also had the firing order wrong. So, because on a single cam it goes 1, 2, 3, or it goes 1, 2, 4, 3. Yeah, so we had that messed up. We got the firing order all dialed in now. These are D15 spark plug wires, so they don't fit. We got to get a lot of stuff for this car yet, but we just want to hear the motor run. And I know you're just going to hold the distributor quick and crank it.
Yep.
All right, crank this thing up. There she is. She's alive. Sounds like a goddamn dirt devil. About to go racing at the dirt track. Open header single cam.
Legal too because it doesn't have VTEC.
What?
It's legal too because it doesn't have VTEC.
Oh, right, yeah, because the guys at the dirt track can't run VTEC.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I don't know if we really even did anything today, but that's going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please smack that like button.
Like, comment,
Or just-
subscribe.
Or just push it.
Or just push it, yeah. You don't have to smack it. You just got to click it, and I'll just think that you smacked it.
Hit the bell.
Yeah, hit the bell, too, yeah.
Don't break
Hit the bell.
We don't want to be responsible.
Yeah,
for
I don't want to be
smacking.
responsible for you guys breaking your computer. Yeah, so, yeah, just smack the like button with your mouse clicker. And,
If you're using mobile, hit it with your nose.
yeah, hit it with your nose if it's on your phone, whatever. Okay. Anyways, have a great day, guys. Have a better tomorrow. Stay positive.
And do
Keep
more than
on
we
trucking
did.
and do more than we did. Right, Michael? Do more than we did. Okay.